You're listening to the ESO Network, your station for all things geek.
Welcome to a very special episode 75 of the Soul Forge podcast.
Welcome to the Soul Forge, a place of silent mystery, quiet contemplation, and outright mayhem. Join your host, Shawn Vanderloo, as he guides you through the adventures of living. Together, we'll talk about life and love, sex and dating, joy and heartache, memories and loss, and so much more. Don't worry, it's not nearly as pretentious as it sounds. Get ready for life, the universe, and everything on the Soul Forge.
Hey, Soul Forge listeners, it's your friendly, excited, something or other host, Shawn, and with me today is... It's Tracy.
Yeah.
I was just trying to figure out how to introduce you, like our ever-present co-host or our sometimes co-host.
Just Tracy.
Just Tracy.
Yeah, like
okay.
Madonna.
This is Tracy. She's been on the show before. You may have heard her before.
Yeah. Hi again.
Hi, hey. And with us for the very first time is a special guest, Melissa.
Yay!
How are you today?
Very good.
Good. Glad to have you guys here. So, been racking our brains all week on what topic to come up with for episode 75. And I was thinking, well, it's one of the, a multiple of 25. The first 25 was about minimalism.
Yeah.
And then number 50 was minimalism revisited.
Right.
Right. So I was thinking, well, for 75, maybe we would do even more minimalism.
Yay!
And then I thought, no, because nobody cares. So let's not talk about minimalism. We've got all kinds of ideas written down here, which is something...
Yeah, we don't normally do that.
We never do that. So Melissa's never seen a podcast being recorded, so she's in for quite the treat tonight.
Is she ever?
I'm excited to be here.
I can tell. You are overflowing with excitement. Okay, so what do we have on the list here? We've got pet peeves. We've got things I know for sure.
Yeah.
We've got things that make you go, And we've got our anti-bucket list, or things we'll never do again.
Yeah.
So I figured we would not have any specific topic.
Right.
And we would just go, because it's episode 75, and we can do that here.
Well, that's kind of what we do anyway. No?
Yes, we do. We do wing it.
Yes.
Yes.
Usually.
Jay was here earlier. He was going to be on episode 75.
Yeah.
But he had a family emergency. He had to go home.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So,
But,
you know. Yeah, and we're delayed by a day because I had a family emergency yesterday. I was going to be on the ESO podcast network talking about Doctor Who on the Earth Station Who podcast, but yesterday didn't work out for me. So,
No.
What did you guys want to talk about first?
I think Melissa should pick because she's the newbie. Or isn't what do they call those now?
Yeah,
Noobs?
a noob. You're a noob.
You're a noob. So you get to pick first.
That's a lot of pressure for a first timer.
Or we could just talk about whatever. Normally, the Soul Forge is all about life, the universe, and everything. So pretty much any topic is good.
Well, she's the one that said right before we started recording things that make you go, So why don't we go with that?
Why don't we?
Yeah.
Melissa, what makes you go,
What doesn't make me go, is probably...
Oh, okay, so it's a bit of a broad topic.
Like,
Yes.
why the fuck is that happening? Excuse my language.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, thanks. Now we have to put an E on the rating
Yep.
because you said a bad word.
I always say bad words. I'm usually pretty good at not saying them on the podcast, so.
That's true. And I probably won't put the E on
Okay.
because whatever.
What's E?
Explicit.
Oh.
Ooh.
Because I've seen it.
Sounds so vulgar.
I feel like I should swear more now.
Yeah?
But I thought, like, for video games and stuff, E was for everyone.
And the Soul Forge is for everyone.
Right?
Although if you're under 12, I wouldn't recommend listening to some of the episodes.
Some of them might not be. Or they could be educational.
This is true.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
I don't know anything.
We can't control that.
All I know is that I do not know. And that's the words of wisdom right there.
Yes. Does it make you go,
It does. I often go, Mostly because I don't know what I'm thinking about or talking about.
Or what's happening around you?
Or what to say. Yeah, much like tonight. So,
Oh boy.
yeah,
Something that makes me go,
yes.
This is a kind of a tricky one. I don't know what the fuck we're doing.
Well, now you said it twice. Now I definitely have to put the E on there.
Oh, it seemed like such a good idea when I told you to write it down.
Yeah.
And now I can't even think of anything. But we will as we just talk about it.
Well, because you didn't want to brainstorm in advance.
I didn't, because we don't ever do that.
No.
It just would seem weird to me.
Why would we plan ahead and do any research?
Right?
Although I did at the start of the Soul Forge. Mm-hmm. If you've listened to those episodes.
Yes.
Yes, you have.
Long time ago.
Right, that was a long time ago. Mm-hmm. Yeah, more than a year and a half ago
And
when
I
started.
don't remember anything, so.
Me neither. I don't remember what I talk about from week to week.
Okay, that's bullcrap, because you have a really good memory.
Okay, but people will say, you know when you said this on the podcast? And I'm like, no, I don't.
Okay.
Because I'll talk about it, and I'll edit the thing,
Yeah,
and I'll listen to it later, but it goes out of my head right away.
I guess.
Like
okay.
it doesn't
All
retain
right.
in there.
So you have a really good memory for
Dates.
useless information,
Yeah.
which we discuss, I'm pretty sure, last.
Yes, useless
episode.
information, dates,
Do you have a
anniversaries.
vault of useless knowledge?
I do have a vault of useless knowledge. Yes. I can't just spout it out to you now. But if we were talking about something, I'm like, oh, you know what? That reminds me of this.
I know a lot of people, vault of useless knowledge. I don't have one.
No?
Me either.
No.
I don't have.
I don't have the memory like some people.
Oh my. Yeah, me either. No.
It's
That
probably,
is one thing that I know for sure,
yeah.
that I have a terrible memory. And I've been like that since I was a kid.
Well,
Which is weird.
it's probably okay not to have all that crap in your head.
Maybe.
Like, for instance, people will say, you remember when we had this conversation and you said this? I'm like, no, I don't. Mm-hmm. But I'll remember, the name of an episode of Star Trek or Babylon 5 or something, and where I was when I was watching it maybe, but, important stuff? No, that doesn't stay in there.
Interesting.
But I'll remember your birthday.
You know my birthday? You don't!
Not offhand, I don't.
Well, you just said.
Yes.
Do you know Sean's birthday?
Yes, I do. Because we celebrated
Oh,
his birthday
oh,
together.
the pressure's
We
on
recorded
again.
a podcast September 1st.
That's right, we did.
Right?
Yes.
September 1st?
My birthday is September 3rd.
3rd! So I didn't know yours either. And we were literally together
Yeah. So,
recording.
yes, we weren't together in any other way.
No.
No. Just thought I'd make
Well,
that.
we were together in my dining room.
Yes, we were recording.
And the day before, we were together at your party.
Yes.
And my husband was there.
Yes, he was.
So, yeah.
Yes, so there was no funny business.
Make
We
things
weren't
clear.
together.
Right. I didn't mean that. Nobody thinks I meant that.
The listeners might have thought that.
I don't think so.
And this is the first night Melissa's met you, so she doesn't know.
Maybe. I don't think so.
Does
though.
the plot thicken? Dun, dun, dun.
Oh. Dun, dun, dun.
Well, the plot's been pretty thick around here lately, you know what I'm saying, but,
So, Sean,
yeah.
what's something that you will never do again?
Oh, boy. That's... Oh, if only the listeners knew the behind-the-scenes happenings.
Yes, one day.
One day I'll talk about that, but
Yeah.
something I will never do again. That's a good question. That makes me go,
Okay, so while you're thinking,
Yeah.
I'm going to say something I will never do again.
Okay.
You know at the Midway or Canada's Wonderland where they have the ride that's like a big ship
Yeah.
and it goes like back and forth?
Like a pendulum.
I will never do that again.
Never.
Nope. I like rides. I can't do that one. It just terrifies me for some reason, and I don't really understand because I can go upside down and flip around, but I can't do that one.
Well, you know, I was going to say I would probably never go on the zipper again,
Yeah?
but if somebody asked me to go, I probably would because I have poor impulse control. And I say I'll never do a thing again, but then I end up doing the thing again because it seemed like a good idea at the time.
Yeah.
So, what about you? What won't
Definitely things that make me. So we going with things that make you go here.
Any of it.
Or what we won't do again?
Or what you know for sure.
Or what about my pet peeves?
Or what about those?
We could talk about that
We
one.
Let's
could.
do it.
Yes.
Pet peeves. Actually, on my phone the other day on Facebook, I was surfing through Facebook and I find this this actual terminology for something that happens with me, and that's one of my pet peeves, is hearing people chew
Right.
their food.
Yeah.
That is a huge pet peeve of mine. And when I was scrolling through my Facebook, I found it, and it's called mysophia. It's a condition, like an actual mental, I guess, condition.
Yes.
Where you can't stand hearing that. Just like those sounds, clipping your nails, or a lot of those things.
My ex-husband had that as a huge issue for him, people chewing. And then he found out that it was an actual thing, and there was an actual name for it. But instead of calling it that, he would just call it his brain damage.
Nice.
I can't help it, it's my brain damage. Yeah. But yeah, there is definitely a...
Yeah, so that's
a
like
thing
one of
for
my
it.
hugest pet peeves. But it's an actual condition, so does it still count as a pet peeve?
Kind of, I think.
I'll allow it.
You'll allow
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll allow it as well.
Okay.
We've spoken. You're allowed to have that as a pet peeve. Congratulations.
I am very happy.
Your mental condition is also a pet peeve.
Proud honor. Proud honors.
There you go.
A pet peeve of mine, actually coming to be Christmas season soon.
Oh, Christmas music is my pet peeve too.
Yeah, it wasn't Christmas music. That's not my pet peeve, Sean.
Okay.
That's a pet peeve of mine, which is interrupting.
Oh, sorry. I won't do it again. That's another thing I won't ever do again.
But it's, you know how when you're shopping and it's busy and then somebody just stops in the middle of the aisle to talk or whatever?
Yes.
And it's worse now that people stop to check their phones. And you're just like bumping into you. You're just walking and you just keep on walking thinking the person in front of you is going to walk too.
Yeah.
It's distracted driving in the
In the shopping
the
cart
grocery
aisle.
store.
Yeah.
It really is.
Distracted driving in the grocery store.
It's distracted driving.
Yeah, yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, that's a big pet peeve of mine. That's what I don't like shopping near Christmas time because people drive me crazy.
Try to stay out of the stores all the month of December
Right.
because it's brutal.
I'm the last minute shopper.
Are you?
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's not me, but
Well, there's no stores in Timmins anymore, so you kind of have to online shop. Because everybody online shopped and closed all the stores in Timmins, so now you
Yeah,
have to
but the
online
mail's
shop.
on strike.
Oh, yeah. Right.
but a lot of people have chosen other methods of shipping
Yes.
other than Canada Post because of the strike.
Which is unfortunate.
For Canada Post it is.
It is. And for anyone, like it.
As long as I get to keep my job, I'm okay. Keep paying me
Right.
and allow me to work.
Yeah.
There you go. My pet peeve is this friggin' strike. How about that?
And I read something quickly today. It was just a headline. I didn't read the whole article, but they're still far enough from actually making
A deal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah, it is true. And they've been negotiating since like February of this year.
Wow.
And the strike action took place, I think, September 26th. So what are we now? As we're recording this, it's November 14th. So this will be out tomorrow on
Yeah.
the 16th. So
50.
yeah, whatever it is.
It's the 13th. No, it's the 14th.
Yeah, so
I guess I should check before I say it, eh? What day it is.
that's horrible.
Yeah.
And I'm tired of it. And I just
Hopefully it'll be over soon.
want it over soon. The things that I don't want over soon. No, that's not a good transition.
No?
But I am going to play another. Right here while I edit, I'm going to put in a podcast promo for the ESO Network podcasts.
Perfect.
Haven't been listening to the Revcast? Here's what you're missing.
The sharks have an economy based on gold?
Apparently.
You have a shark like decked out like Mr. T with the bling all over it.
Oh, now I want to see that. I want somebody to draw a picture of a shark with a mohawk. I pity the fool.
I'm done.
The Revcast by RevolutionSF.com. Available at RevolutionSF.com, iTunes, and part of the ESO Network.
So that was a podcast from the ESO Network, one of many that you have to choose from, dear listeners.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Wonderful podcast.
Yes, that's right. So many good ones. Yes. So back to our episode here that we're talking about. Pet peeves. You don't like chewing. You don't like people stopping. I hate it when people don't signal when they're driving. Although if I'm not signaling, it's okay because it's me. But if somebody else doesn't do
Right.
it, man, that
Right.
drives me crazy.
Right.
I've experienced his rage. It's a real situation for him.
Uh-oh.
Is it?
Good.
Yeah.
How do I react?
You vocally say something like I do when when
Yes.
it happens to me.
I think.
I always like say something like, "Oh, you asshole," or
Now she swore.
Oh man,
Jeez.
motherfucking cocksuckers! Now we have to put the E on here for sure. I'll tell you what.
Okay.
But
now that we're in it, I'm going to talk like I normally do.
there you go.
All right.
There you go. Well, yeah. So this is just episode 75. It's special.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I swear the most often when I'm in the car behind the wheel, having to deal with other people. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm ready for the apocalypse. Let's get rid of 97% of the people in the world. Who's with me?
Do it. Well, I am. I am, for sure.
This podcast isn't making me famous, so might as well get rid of all the fuckers.
Not yet. Have
Right.
patience.
Yes, I know.
Right.
It's only
you know,
been-
it's funny all the F-bombs today, because today my uncle and I talk to him every day on Messenger, and today my uncle and I, all we did was say the word fuck. Like, it was the word of the day for our conversation. I bet you if you look at my phone and read how many times it was typed throughout our conversation today, it was over 300 times.
Oh, my.
That's a lot of times.
Yeah.
That is a lot of times.
And tonight we're using a lot of the F-bombs too, so I think it's a fantastic
Word of the
fucking
day.
day.
Well,
Word of the day.
it's the word of the day, and that's fine.
Yeah.
We're allowed to do that.
Holy fuck.
Yes, indeed. Yes.
Okay, Sean
Yeah.
and Mel. I want to talk about things I know for sure.
Okay.
Or at least one thing.
Yeah, what do you know for sure?
A couple things.
Okay.
First of all, pretty simply, we never stop learning.
Never.
Second of all, is that we can't rely on somebody else to create our own happiness.
True, we have to be happy from within.
You know how hard that is, though?
Yeah, I don't know how to do it.
I'm trying.
How's that working out for you?
Okay.
Because you read all this stuff, and I follow a million different things on Facebook. Mm-hmm. Like there's this elephant journal thing that it has all kinds of different articles and stuff about love and living and stuff. But I've read too many of them, so now they want me to pay for it. Yeah, because the latest one I came across was...
Isn't that how porn works?
Yeah, right? I think it does. There was an article from...
I don't know how I know that.
No, not at all. Maya Angelou about love. I'm like,
Right.
you know what? That could be an interesting topic for Soul Forge 75. Mm-hmm. Couldn't click on it.
Oh, no.
Because I had to pay $3 a month or something. And I'm not paying $3 a month for an article that I could find somewhere else, probably.
Right.
So,
Damn it.
I like to pay for things that I find worthy, you know. But if I can get them for free, I'm gonna,
Of course.
you know.
Yeah.
So, did I tell you about the statue that I wanted to buy?
I don't know. Tell me now.
Okay. Well, you know how my favorite cartoon is Thundercats. Did you know that?
I did.
Did you know that?
I did not.
Now you know. Thundercats, favorite cartoon. So the bad guy of the show is called Mum-Ra, and he's a mummy.
Right. Yep.
Yeah. So he transforms.
There's very creative naming.
That's what I'm
Right.
thinking. Mummy the Mum-Ra.
Right.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Sorry. Carry on.
So there's a statue from Sideshow Collectibles, and I just came across it online the other day, and I'm like, oh, I need that. And I looked at it, all the images, and it's got a fabric cape, and it's made out of polystone, and it's 24 inches high, and it's like 35 pounds, and I'm like,
Wow.
I wonder how much this thing costs. $658.
Shit.
But there's 3 easy payments of $219 for 3 months. And so I added it to the cart just to see what the shipping cost would be.
Oh my! At 35 pounds.
Yeah, $99 for shipping.
Ooh.
That fee does not include duties.
Oh.
So I didn't buy it,
Thank God.
but I really wanted to. But it's $1,000 for a statue
Of the bad guy.
of the bad guy. And coming out for pre-order is Lion-O, the good guy.
Okay, that's a little more acceptable, except not at $1,000.
And I already have a 14-inch Lion-O.
Oh,
But then this would be like a twice the size Mum-Ra with more detail. But it's $1,000
For a statue.
for a statue that's just going to collect dust. And I
Right.
couldn't justify it. But
Good.
I thought about it for days.
I am
Good
proud of
justification.
you.
Are you proud of me?
you. Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, would you have ordered it 2 years ago?
I might have. That's progress, right?
That's exactly what I'm getting at.
Yes, you're right. Because poor impulse control, which I suffer from, I would be like, yeah, I can do it over 3 months. Why not? And then take a year to pay it off, and it'd be like $1,500 with the interest. But interest doesn't count, right?
Not at the time of initial purchase, anyway.
That's exactly right. That's how you justify
Now when you're
things.
calculating in
Exactly.
your head the day you make that click.
That's right. And then,
Yeah.
where the heck am I going to put this statue? I don't know.
And then the first time you stub your toe on it, why the fuck did I buy this statue?
Right. And then if we're playing Nerf gun darts in the house, I'm like, oh, you can't do it in the living room because that's where the statue is, and it cost $1,000.
Oh, he's the old man. He's the old man later. Oh, he's admitted to it already.
Yeah.
Oh, you're that guy.
I
You're
get it.
revealing something about yourself right now.
Right.
I get that from my grandfather. he was always of the opinion children should be seen and not heard.
Oh.
And if I drew on the windows of the car in the
Right.
frost,
You got in trouble.
that was brutal because I'd making a mess in the car. And
Shawn.
I remember walking through the living room one time with my boots on, and I was like 4 years old, and I was clomping my feet because I wasn't picking them up. And he said, "Pick up your feet." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" I am, but I was 4. I didn't know what he meant. So
Childhood trauma. Eh?
Yeah, no kidding.
so I've got a lot of bumpa-isms.
Yeah.
That's what I call them, bumpa. So because they tried to get me to call him grumpy, but my 3-year-old self turned it
Said
into bumpa, and he was bumpa all of my life, and everybody called him bumpa.
Oh,
Yeah, like
that's
everybody.
kind of cool.
Yeah,
It is
so
cool.
I call those things bumpa-isms.
Yeah.
Because everything has to be just so, and
Yeah.
I've tried to relax that a bit because that's too much control. It's not good. You know, gotta be more relaxed. But yeah, 2 years ago I would have bought that statue. But I don't need stuff to fulfill my heart anymore because I'm okay now. I don't need stuff. I want stuff still, but I don't need it.
Are you like a reformed hoarder or something?
I wouldn't say I was ever a hoarder, but I like to collect things.
To the point where it was an addiction.
It might have been an addiction. Yep, so I'll never do that again. That's the one thing I'll never
There
do.
you go. Yep.
So now I've refined it, and I don't have to buy everything. I'll agonize over the decision.
Good.
Like,
That's good.
2 years ago I went
Not
to...
that impulsive. I want it. Let's get it now.
Yeah.
Boom.
2 years ago there was a Terminator action figure for the 25th anniversary of Terminator 2. And it was... have you seen Terminator 2?
Yeah.
And you have? You know the scene where he's in the hallway and he's got the box of roses and the gun comes out?
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
they made that in figure form for the 25th anniversary. And it was like $60 for a 8-inch figure. And I'm like, And I thought about it for days. And I
Yeah.
looked on websites to get a better price, and I just couldn't get a good price for it. So I never bought it.
Good.
I wanted it.
Do you regret it?
No, because it
Good.
would just be
Good.
sitting in a tote somewhere.
Nice.
So whatever.
While we're on the topic, how many totes do you have in your garage?
I've got, let's see, I've probably got 5 totes of books and maybe a dozen totes of toys and other various collectibles.
Okay. And how much do you have in your house displayed?
How much do I have in my house displayed? Well, not a lot.
Not a lot compared to what's in the garage?
Compared to what's in the garage, because I haven't brought all the stuff in the house yet.
Okay.
'Cause I
but
just-
you do have pretty well, like, your main space down here that we're in, and your living room upstairs, and even your dining area all has
Yeah, there's
stuff.
There's stuff, but I try not to make it tacky and
No,
overwhelming.
no, I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying there is stuff
Yeah,
displayed in every room.
there is. There is. And I've slowly been selling it over the last year or two.
Good.
So, because I don't need it all anymore.
Good.
It doesn't make me who I am. Before, it did. Because who are you, Sean? I'm a collector. I'm not that guy anymore. And it's freeing.
Yeah. Can you answer that question?
What's that?
Who are you?
Yeah, I'm the podcaster nobody listens to.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
You like that? Is that good? Is that who I am? Who do you see me as? How about that? Let's go with
Yeah,
that.
but it's not important how I see you.
It is important to me, Tracy. It's important to me.
Okay, but my point
Yeah.
is how we see ourselves is really important.
Yeah.
I have a hard time defining myself.
I think we all do.
Yeah?
What about you? What do you think? Who are you?
Who am I? I'm a lost soul.
Aren't we all?
I think so.
I think we all are. And because of social media, which we talked about last week,
Yeah.
we can admit it more easily because everybody's feeling the same kind of thing. We're all lost. Isn't there a song, we're all lost souls in a fishbowl or something? I don't know.
You would remember, not me.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of what it is, but
I don't know. There's probably a lot of songs about that.
all I know is that we're all on a journey to find out who we are and what makes us happy, and we try to go through the world without causing pain to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think.
That kind of makes sense.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter who we are, or maybe it does. I don't have the answers.
I don't know either.
That's why I started the podcast.
But I want to know, like, what defines a person?
Well, I'm a father.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say I'm a mailman, which is true, but that's just my job.
Right.
I deliver the mail.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't make me who I am.
I don't think so. That's currently your occupation.
Yes. I'd like to think of myself as a writer, although I don't write nearly enough.
But that can change.
That can change, yeah. I'd like to get back into that. I'm a deep thinker sometimes, and I like to watch TV.
That's a bit good balance there,
Right?
throwing that in at the end.
Yes, and I want to go on adventures and see the world. I'm an aspiring world traveler. How about that?
There you go.
How does
Goals.
that work? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I am a mother.
You are.
I am a wife. I am a dog owner,
Indeed.
which is very important to me.
Yeah?
Because my dogs are part of my therapy.
Your dogs are crazy.
They're crazy when you come over.
Yes, they like to show off,
They
I
do.
think, when I'm there.
They do.
Because you said, they were calm all day, and then you came over. I'm like, yeah.
It's true.
What kind of dogs are they?
What? Oh, I don't know if I can even just. I'll have to show you a picture after. One is a Basset Hound mix.
Okay.
So he looks like a tan-colored shepherd
Oh, okay.
whose legs got cut off at the knees.
And he's got a really long body.
Yeah. And then the other one is a mixture of boxer, lab, and shepherd, and she's just like a scruffy-looking.
Nerf herder.
Yeah, like Heinz 57.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
And she's taller and skinnier than the other one.
Yes.
But they cuddle. They seem to know when I'm not doing well and come to cuddle with mom and stuff. So
it helps.
they're a real treasure to me right now. So that's important as to who I am right now. But I'm also a soul searcher. But I don't really know what that means. It just came out. But I don't know whose soul I'm searching for. Maybe my own.
Maybe your own, yeah.
I don't know. I'd like to learn more about myself.
Mm-hmm. Well, you could go to 23andme.com
No.
and spit in a tube, and
No.
you can find out about yourself.
No.
This is not an advertisement for 23andMe.
No. I don't want to do that.
Okay.
No. Can I totally change the subject for a minute?
Please.
And I'm not sure 23andMe if that is one of the websites or companies involved, but they have started catching criminals
Oh.
because people who have submitted their saliva to these companies
Uh-oh.
have a slight match to, DNA samples they may have in labs or whatnot.
From bad guys.
Yeah. So then they track them down. So have you heard of the Golden State Killer?
I have heard of.
Yes.
That's how they caught him.
Really?
Yes.
Because he did a 23andMe.
Well, whatever. I'm
Whatever,
not sure.
not
but
that
yeah,
one specifically, but-
because not him specifically, but
He
I
had
don't
his
know.
genetics
Somebody, whether it be a distant cousin or whatever, had similar DNA, so it came up and they were able to track him down and get DNA from his garbage and match him.
Wow.
And
Because
yeah.
it goes through all the databases from the criminal investigations.
And some of them, I guess it depends, because this has been an issue now since that happened, because that was
Yeah.
the first major case solved that way. But so it depends on the website or program that you use. Not all of them have the same privacy policies and whatnot, but yeah. Anyway, I just thought that was interesting.
Wow.
Off topic, but interesting.
That is, I didn't know about that. Wow.
Yeah.
Add to your vault of useless knowledge.
That's right. Exactly.
Hey, that's in my vault. I have something in my vault of useless knowledge.
Yay.
Look at
Yay
that.
for me.
Did you want to say who you are? Like we just did.
I'm a mom, single mom, I guess. I've been single for a long time, 4 years. And actually, I'm a hockey mom too. Not just a mom, but hockey mom. I work as an office manager, and I love my job. I really do. Yeah, it's very weird for someone to actually say they love it, but I do love what I do, so it's a great feeling going to work.
For sure. It definitely helps getting up every morning.
It does, except for the winter. I'm not good at getting up in the winter. Oh, I'm like a bear.
Is anybody?
No, it sucks.
Anyway, unless you work from home.
Right.
You
Actually,
don't have to go outside.
Bishop's mom just started working from home, as a matter of fact.
No way.
Yes, she got a job. She's a supervisor at a call center or a trainer at a call center. I don't know what she does.
Okay.
But now she's working from home doing something. And she just started this week. So
Is she happy? She
I don't
excited?
know. I don't know yet. I don't think she's really 100% started yet.
Right.
But
Give her a couple weeks.
this was her first week at home, and
Cool.
so. But that's the only person.
I
know
can
who
see
does.
advantages and disadvantages to that. Because I can see myself being super lazy
Yes.
and saying, okay, I got to get up and do work now, and then reading another chapter
Right.
of my book.
Yeah, I'll work later. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, that would be me too. I would be terrible to work from home.
Yeah.
I think so. I think I would be too. But good for her.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So.
That's exciting.
Yeah. Maybe I'll have her on the show one day to talk about it.
Yeah.
So.
How is it working from home?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I've thought about it, but I've just never ever did that because you worry about like the socialization as well. You know, when you got no one to talk to all day, at least when you have a job, you know.
Some people prefer that, right?
The interaction.
But
and,
I'm a very social person, so
yeah, same here. I would need to get up and go.
Yeah.
But it'd be really cool if I could do it.
Because
The idea, right? Well, that was my first thought. Work in the pajamas.
Mm-hmm.
Yay, that would be so cool.
I can't work in the pajamas.
I can't either.
If you showed up at the door in your pajamas for work,
Special delivery.
special, right?
I need your signature right here.
Oh, boy.
I
Yeah.
have a packet for you.
I'm falling on my chair.
Anyways,
Sorry.
that's all good.
Oh,
So,
crap.
yeah.
Things I'll never do again.
Okay.
I never want to be a teenager again.
Well, you don't have
Not
any.
that I can really have that
No.
control, but I'm like,
That was
it's
horrible.
not good.
No.
And it's not cool. Like, I have a teenager right now and a preteen.
Yeah.
The hormones that are going on, like, you guys have kids
Well,
the same
I have a
age,
14-year-old.
pretty near, right?
Bishop
So,
will be 13 in less than a month.
yeah, the hormones and the stress and, oh my gosh.
And he's so mopey and he doesn't know what to do with himself and he's bored all the time
It's
and
not cool.
See, I'm lucky. You guys sound like you're suffering. My 14-year-old, I've been so fortunate. I'm like the odd one, but
My oldest
we've met
daughter,
Ashton. He's pretty low-key kid.
yeah.
He's really, I've been very fortunate. But he's a mama's boy too, right? And he's my only child, so.
Yeah. My oldest daughter was pretty easygoing as a teenager.
Okay.
She's 21 now, and now I have a 16-year, almost 17-year-old son, and then my youngest daughter is 12.
12. Yeah.
So we'll see.
Maybe we can introduce your youngest daughter to my son
And they did meet
and see what happens.
at your birthday.
How old?
Remember?
He's going to be 13 on the 6th of
No,
December.
no, but you're.
She's 12.
She turned 12 in September?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
No. Was it May?
Hannah's birthday's in September, the oldest.
Okay.
Yes, May.
See?
Yes. Wow. Oh, shit.
I don't know everything, but I know a few things.
You still don't know my birthday.
No, and I know it's on Facebook, and I wish you happy birthday on Facebook whenever it is, but for some reason I
not
can't
telling
think of
you.
what it is right now. And that's okay.
Yeah. I still like you.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I guess you wouldn't come over and do podcasts with me if you didn't like me.
Exactly.
There you go.
Exactly.
Mhm.
So maybe I won't be on next week. Just kidding. Maybe I won't. I don't know.
Well, we'll see. It depends on how your busy schedule is, right? So,
Right.
because you almost didn't make it for this one,
Yeah, it was close.
but you did. So, it's all good. So, is that the end of episode 75?
I guess. I feel like we didn't really...
We didn't talk about minimalism at all.
Well, that's...
Wasn't
you didn't
that
want
the whole
to.
point?
Well,
Right.
it was gonna be even more minimalism, and then episode 100
Yeah.
will be once more for minimalism.
Right.
But I don't think.
Do you want to say a quick word about minimalism?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Try that.
Okay, but I'm just looking around.
I don't have any furniture in here, so that's pretty minimal.
Right?
I've got these uncomfortable bar stools that we're sitting on.
Really uncomfortable
Yeah.
Super uncomfortable.
I do need
bar stools.
no, a couch for this basement area here because it's got nice wood paneling on the walls.
Yeah.
But I need like
You need... I thought you said you were going to put a game table in here.
I would like to put a game table and a couch
Okay.
and find a cord for my TV so that we could have movie nights down here or something.
Turn it around.
And I could turn it around, yes. Because when I moved from one place to another, for some reason I unplugged the cord and put it somewhere and can't remember where it is. So now I've got a nice TV that I can't use.
Mm-hmm.
So that's fun.
Well, until you get a couch, I guess it's really not an issue. 'Cause
True.
I can't see you sitting on one of these uncomfortable stools
No.
or this floor.
Probably not on the floor either. No. And I need a record player to play my
Yes.
records on.
It's so funny. Shawn and I were going to yard sales one day this
Summer.
summer, fall, I don't know, one day. And he's getting records and he says, now I just need a record player.
Because I used
So
to.
what do you mean?
Buying records with no player.
Yeah, I used to have a record player. Yeah.
Anyway.
Does it backwards, but
Well, no, because when I had records, I had a record player.
Uh-huh.
And when Bridget and I split up, she got the record player.
Gotcha.
But I got the records, which makes no sense. But that's how things happen sometimes. So, and then I had my grandfather's record player too, but it was wobbly and no good. And then when I was moving somewhere else, I needed to get rid of things, so I gave it to my other brother because I didn't want to throw it out. So, because
So if anybody out there has a record player that they're not currently using, please donate it to Shawn Vanderloo.
episode 75.
Yes, at 123 Fake Street,
Right,
P.O. Box 24
right.
or something. I don't know. What, Yeah,
Something like that.
you can email for the shipping information.
Right.
soulforgepodcast@gmail.com.
Do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do we have anything else to talk about?
Yeah, I just want to say really quick, I had put on the Soul Forge Facebook page if anybody had any ideas on topics and stuff for us. And there was mention,
Heather from episode 14.
right, had talked about, I can't remember her exact wording,
Dreams.
dreams and sleep and stuff like that. And that's actually something that you and I have put on a list to talk about. So maybe we'll do that coming up soon.
Yeah,
Coming episode.
we can certainly do that.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, I wanted to just acknowledge that I did see it and I'm not ignoring it, but we'll do it soon.
Sounds good. All right. Perfect. So that's been episode 75 of the Soul Forge podcast. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for being on the episode, girls.
Thank
Appreciate
you
it.
for having me.
Thank you. And until next time, take care and remember that growing up is realizing that every single one of your problems is caused by you being a fucking idiot. This has been another episode of the Soul Forge podcast. Find us on Twitter at SoulForgePod or email the show via soulforgepodcast@gmail.com. Soul Forge is a production of Shawn Vanderloo and Friends. You can find Shawn on Twitter and Instagram at Darth Vaderloo. Remember to visit soulforgepodcast.com for all of our social media links and share the show with everyone you know. Thanks for stopping by the Forge. We'll keep the fires lit until your next visit. We'll all say something and see if that picks it up. You guys say something?
Hello, Shawn.
Hello, Sean.
Try again. Go again.
Hi, Shawn.
Hi. Okay, I'm going to be way louder when I start talking.
Okay, go again.
Okay,
Hello.
like,
Hello.
this is pretty close to about, well, I can
Average,
get pretty
normal.
loud.
Yeah,
Yeah, this
yeah.
is about it right here. So.
Okay, I think this is a good spot for it then.
Okay.
Okay.
This has been a broadcast of the ESO Network. Be part of the crew and help support our shows by donating to our ESO Patreon or by shopping through Amazon.com or the TeePublic store, which can all be found at www.esonetwork.com. The ESO Network, your station for all things geek.